house for somebody else. It's kind of crazy, but that's what happens when I start the stream, right? I just fuck you guys and force you to sit here for 10 minutes to stare at pigs for no reason. Terribly sorry. I'm so sorry. And if I have anybody here still, I love you. Let him go. Why are they all wearing hoodies in like 100-degree heat?
Have to work slave labor as maids and nannies and picking fruit. We don't want that. We want you to live in honor in your own country. Make Mexico great again. Don't work as a slave in America. Yes, that's what we're saying. I support a strong Mexico. One in which the people can live in dignity and don't have to come live here. Mexico. That's what I support. Yes, and if you don't support that, you need to check your priorities. Yes.
You just said that you're working because there's an extra surplus of jobs. Guess what? If you guys take the important immigrants, there's going to be more surplus of jobs. And guess what? No, I said going to do that.
I said there's a surplus of labor. That's what it is. So working jobs for citizens? Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. We want jobs. We don't want to work for people.
He brought more people. Seeing now is an incredible show of force from the LAPD. They're completely surrounded.
People did not want the mass migration to come here recently. Okay, yes, Chinese built railroads and these things. I know what you're referring to, but we're talking about the here and now. And most Americans since 1965 have not been in support of mass migration from all over the world. So now we're upset. And this problem has been solved for over 30 years.
You said that's how you got here, right? Your grandparents came here?
Okay, in the year 1900.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does actually.
Why does it matter?
Because back prior to then, there was much more stiffer immigration laws. There was also incentives to assimilate. We have now in these cities, like places like Paramount and these other places, where there's all these riots going on. If you're an illegal alien from Mexico, you can get car insurance, you can get a driver's license, you can get a job.
You said,
No, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's my point.
Hold on. So you said 1900s, different laws, whatever.
It was a stricter time. It was difficult, yes.
Okay, and you brought up the Treaty of
U.S. Air Force veteran. I serve for freedom, not deportation. God damn right.
East LA is a pretty Hispanic area. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Spanish Harlem. Yes. In the Treaty of Guadalupe though, they explained that you had a year, and I'm not saying it's fair, I'm just telling you this is what it was. They had a year to get to D.C. and make their claims, and if they did it, they were going to be deported. I'm sorry, that was it. That's history.
My first shot to do that?
We can agree. I think they did. They gave him a year. That's what I'm telling. Yes. Yes, I agree. We don't have to agree. We've all been here and disagreeing all day. Because I believe in the USA. I believe in ending illegal immigration. So that's what I believe, and I hope I'm answering the question. We're against it.
I think that where we disagree, I think that I see your points. I agree with them now. However, I think that you're being dishonest in saying that there's nothing good that illegal or legal immigrants
That's
have.
fine. You can say that, man.
But do you see what, like, anything at all? You can't find one good
I'm sure, yes. Are there good people who are here illegally? Yes. No one's not saying that. There are good people everywhere all over the world. Should they still be in the country? No.
But what about the bad people that are here?
Huh? The what?
The bad people that are here.
Yes.
Criminals and murderers.
Yeah, if you're here illegally, yes, you could be a Ukrainian sex trafficker living in New York. Why does me? Send them back.
So would you say in a perfect world that us coming over here would be a good thing? In a perfect world, unlimited resources?
Yes.
Goddamn jackass. Racist piece of shit. And I'll tell you why. His parents aren't white. You can see. And they only came over here in 1906 or something like that, which isn't even more than 150 years or something like that. And he came the exact same way as everybody else did. He wants to take that right away from someone else, but he has that right himself. He was not born here any more than that Mexican was. We're all immigrants in America. These shithead white people, they think because they kill people first or something, that they had any more claim to it than Native Americans, Spanish people who lived here in Mexico and fucking all over Aztec Empire and all this other crazy shit. And people in Canada, French people, all types of crazy people came here. And for the white American to say that it's only theirs is so pathologically fucking crazy and self-deluded that I don't want to be the same race as that fucking guy. Don't call me white. I'll stand with Mexicans before I'll stand with him. He's a goddamn disgrace to his own race. And I mean this. If he was a man, he would look for the tenets of America, which are very simple things, easy to repeat. There's tenets, right? They're like, a principle or beliefs, especially one of the main principles of a religion or philosophy, right? Tenets of America. Core beliefs, principles that underpin American society are diverse, but generally revolve around individualism, equality, equality, liberty, not black bag abductions or ICE or prison cells or anything like this. Liberty. And they're not saying the tenets of citizens. They're not like the tenets of America, right? We never said just for the citizens of America. We never said that. We said the tenets of America. This is what the founding fathers wanted, right? Individualism. This isn't it. You're lumping them all into one fucking category like they're not your friends, your family, the people who work with you, people next door neighbor. If nothing else, this is how you as white Americans, this is how you treat your next door neighbor. Whether they're in this country or not, this is still your goddamn next door neighbor. Look how fucking disgraceful you have made white people in America fucking look. It is fucking disgusting. These are our fucking neighbors. Look at the way you're fucking treating them, you piece of shit backstabbing traitors. Look at how fucking terribly you are treating your closest fucking neighbor. It speaks ill of the fucking future. It speaks ill of the fucking future of America. It speaks ill of the etiquette of the Americans. I feel ashamed to call myself one now. After watching what I've seen here today, I feel ashamed to call myself a fucking American, right? We were always about individualism, equality, liberty, and the pursuit of the American dream, which is freedom. Not kicking anybody out, not calling it your own, not a sharing or anything like that. They were here first. We were here second. The Native Americans were here first. You understand? Like, I'm not even talking about Mexicans now. I'm talking about Native Americans and shit like this. Individualism, equality, liberty, and the pursuit of the American dream, right? They're like, if you want to be cool and out here on your own, like motherfucking, I don't know, what's a cool white guy who was on his own? Walt Whitman, right? You can be Walt Whitman if you want. If you want to be Walt Whitman, you can be fucking Walt Whitman. Oh, I've heard the Blessed Astronomer or Leaves of Grass or Walden or any of this stuff, right? And like, it doesn't matter if you're fucking Walden or an illegal Mexican who's here to chase a dream. America has always had its core beliefs and principles that underpin American society. We're diverse, but we generally revolve around the ideas of individualism, not lumping somebody into a fucking category and kicking them all out of the goddamn country like some kind of Hitler. And you know who you look like, right? Individualism. Not this lump somebody into a fucking category. We, as Americans, we take people on a fucking case-by-case basis. They've got criminals, we've got criminals. They've got rapists, we've got rapists. They've got drug dealers, we've got drug dealers. We've got criminals, they've got criminals. Every country in the fucking world has criminals, rapists, politicians, fuck-ups, fucking druggies, fucking dead people, live people. It doesn't matter. It's like chicken pussy, dog pussy. It's every fucking style of human, you know what I'm saying? Individualism, equality, liberty, and the pursuit of the American dream, right? This isn't it. What you guys are doing, you're like laying your fucking flag like that fucking weird army ad that weird army depiction that you always have with the four dudes with the fucking flag, and you're like planting an American flag at you know, where was that? Was it Omaha Beach or something like that? Or no, that was at Hill 41. I think that was Hill 41 or something. I don't remember. But yeah, like, you know, I believe it was Hill 41, wasn't it? It was like the Americans planting flags at it, planting flag at Hill 41. Isn't that picture right? Now, this is a really American fucking picture, right? Now, where is that fucking picture? It's like the four Americans planting flag. Four Americans planting. I didn't say the flag, right? Four Americans. Is it Hill 41? I'm getting the things mixed up because I'm exhausted and drunk. This was the Battle of Iwo Jima, right? Was it Hill 41? I don't remember. I get it all mixed up sometimes when I'm exhausted, and I'm terribly sorry. But in the Battle of Iwo Jima, we have a very famous picture of this. Now, you as Americans won't like me talking about this, but I don't fucking care because I see the same thing right here. I see the same thing. You're coming into your own fucking neighborhoods with that fucking flag and those fucking M16s like these people are your fucking enemies. They are Americans. If they're not Americans, they're still North Americans. They're your closest fucking neighbor. They are Mexicans. They are worthy of respect. They are worthy of love. They are worthy of acceptance. They are just as worthy of that as white people. And the weird, disgusting racism that I see, and not these guys. These guys are cool. Fuck it. I don't see it out of them. I'm talking about this shit. This shit is kind of weird. It's like four dudes planting a flag as they dominate Asia. Raising the flag on Iwo Jima is an iconic photograph of, and we get movies called like, you know, Letters to Iwo Jima and stuff like this, right? And I'm sure there's some veterans would be really bothered by this. I'm not here to talk shit about these wonderful Americans. You might think I am. No, I'm not here to talk shit about them. I'm talking about the imagery. What do you see here when you look at this fucking picture? It's kind of a bit out of context, isn't it? There's no indication of where they are. I mean, we all know where they are, but I mean, like, there's no indication of where they are in the battlefield. There's no sides or tanks. There's no fire coming in or anything like this. They planted that flag. But I mean, this is not America. This was somewhere else. This was Iwo Jima. We have this spirit. These guys planted, these 6 guys planting this flag. We've had this spirit forever. And I know what it is that you want to do. You want to plant that flag and show pride to your forefathers. And, you know, my grandfather's Purple Heart. I want to show honor to him and stuff. But I think he would be ashamed if I didn't speak. So I will fucking speak on this. You understand? You understand what this looks like. To the American, it looks like, oh my God, look at that beautiful fucking flag fly. There's the look, it's everything that is America. It's like we're the flag still stands. And you know, like it's like the you know, the national anthem is like, and still through the night, the flag was still there. You know, I can't sing because I'm drunk and I'm tired, you know, and still through the night, the flag was still there. And like, and that's what we get out of this. But I'm sorry, I need you to spin this motherfucking camera 360 and think about all the fucking bodies of Asians that you crawled over to plant this in a country where you don't fucking live. All of these places that we went, all of these things that we did, they were important. I will stand by them. They were important. We for some reason, we needed to fucking be there. But understand, you are planting a fucking flag. I feel the same way about this. It's a good flag. I get it. I understand that you guys are Americans. You care about your fellow human beings. You care about your country and all that. You're planting your fucking flag. I fucking get it. I can use the imagery. I can get it. I know what I think of when I think of these people when they speak. You know, it's a good picture. But understand, when you spin it 360, you begin to understand that all 6 of these white American troops are in a country that they don't fucking own, doing some kind of crazy battle against people that, you know, had transgressed against us, you know? But you gotta remember, this wasn't their country. Now, I wish you to recall how much pride that we have in these 6 people taking this flag to Iwo Jima. We have a lot of flag pride about this. It's like, let your freak flag fly. Let your freak flag fly, because, you know, they're planting that flag in non-American soil. And like, as an American, I say, fuck yeah! But as a human, as a humanist, as a populist, as anybody who cares about the living, breathing human beings who are around them, it's actually 6 white dudes planting the goddamn flag of domination, war, mistrust, dissonance, disenchantment. It's like this crazy fucking vision. You can see it from an American's point of view if you're from here, right? But like, you understand, this isn't their country they're doing this to. And I say this for a fucking reason. These people, they are our closest fucking neighbors. You shall treat them with respect. When you are around me in America, you will treat them with fucking respect. You understand? They are our closest fucking neighbors. They're not Russians from across the water or Brits from across the water or something like this. This, like every other neighbor in a fucking America, every other neighbor, they're your fucking American neighbors. They don't live more than 1,000 miles from you. They're your fucking neighbors. You understand? Remember, Mr. Rogers and Won't You Be My Neighbor? You guys lost that somewhere. You lost your fucking souls as the goddamn right wing, and you forsook the fucking Mr. Rogers American fucking message. You see the tear fall out of my eye. You think I'm fucking kidding. You forsook the American message, which is, won't you be my fucking neighbor? You fucking shitheads. You show up with your fucking M16s, pushing little children with fully automatics like the System of a Down song. You fucking pig fucking dinosaur Neanderthals. And I call you this because you represent me. That clothes that you're fucking wearing, that gun that you're motherfucking branding, that, you know, you're brandishing, excuse me. This, I'm sorry, I'm very stuffed up and I need to blow my nose. It is very hard to talk when you're crying over the death of your decency in your country.
I'm crying over the death of the decency of America. We don't want to push brown people around with guns. That's what Nazis do. That's what Nazis do. So, okay, you want to dance willingly with your M16 into the fucking death of your piece of shit decency, you fucking backstabbing pig fucking traitors. All of you. You want to dance into the dissonance? You go right the fuck ahead. You bring all the disenchantment and dissonance and fucking discord and all the fucking, like, all the just the fucking, like, the friction of mankind with you as you push some crazy racial ideal that just doesn't represent America. Look around you, you pig fucking racists. How many different races can you count in this fucking picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something. I call about 9. Let's go further, huh? And so Mr. White Man says that America can't fucking be like this melting pot. But I'm sorry. And I said this to my friend Bagon, and he was like, no. And I was like, yes. Give us your tired, your poor, your hungry. This was the message that your grandfathers, good men, unlike you, pig fucking dinosaur fucking idiots, good men, your grandfathers, right? They wrote over Ellis Island, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Emma Lazarus, which is inscribed, Emma Lazarus, I don't remember Emma Lazarus. I suppose I should look into her. Which is inscribed on the Statue of Liberty's the Statue of Liberty's pedestal. Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore, the Gulf Shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Emma Lazarus, 1883. You guys have lost your fucking way. I will not back you with your fucking racism as you post your signs of give me your tired, your poor, your hungry, you know, your freedom and pursuit of happiness. How is ICE detention camps? Freedom. These are your closest neighbors. The Declaration of Independence, you know, you remember the fucking document we writ, our little manifesto, I said writ too, like this was the document we writ that was our manifesto of freedom. The freedom of pursuit of happiness as expressed in the Declaration of Independence, not ICE retention camps and war with your neighbors, means the right to pursue goals and activities that lead to individual fulfillment and well-being. It's not simply about being free from restriction, but also having the conditions and support to pursue a meaningful life. What does harassing these people and kicking them out of this country, as you say, give me your tired, as your grandfathers say, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. You know, as they put it on the motherfucking Statue of Liberty right at Ellis Island. And who the fuck did you think they were talking about? You thought they were just... Did you think they were talking about Middle Eastern refugees or something like this? They're talking about other North Americans, your fucking neighbors. The right is considered inalienable, meaning it cannot be taken away by any government or individual. If these people are inside our borders, they are our guests. You understand? I demand, as an American, that you treat them as such. They will be accorded all of the etiquette, all of the honor, all of the grace, all of the respect that they are deserved. You are Americans and you should be better than this. You have no fucking right to treat these people like this. They don't treat you like this when you come to their country. The sheer hypocrisy of it. The image that you wish to send about modern America that is just not inscribed on the fucking Statue of fucking Liberty. It's just not inscribed. It's not. Kick out your Mexicans, put them in ice camps, and prosecute all the poor people. It's not like that. It's give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, no matter where the fuck they come from, yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of yours, North America, teeming shore. Both Pacific and Atlantic. From California to fucking New York, from sea to shining sea, we I lift my lamp beside the golden door of fucking heaven as I embrace my brethren. I do not turn my back on them. I do not watch Christians as they turn their cheeks and become the hypocrites and serve Satan. I will not stand by and watch as Christians turn their fucking cheeks and sell their souls to the devil. I will not fucking do this. You understand? I will not do it. So give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, all of it, motherfucker. This was the agreement that we made, your grandfathers made, long before you were fucking born and you decided to be a piece of shit, racist, fucking shithead. Your fucking grandfathers writ in this because it's engraved on the fucking Statue of Liberty, you understand? The Statue of Liberty, not the statue of fucking ICE concentration camps for your closest fucking neighbors who love you and comprise most of your workforce. Your backstabbing piece of shit, faithless piece of shit, faithless fucking betrayal of your fellow man is worthy of goddamn hell. And I'm not God, I'm not going to condemn you to it. I'm just going to suggest it, bitch. I'm going to suggest it. Maybe people like you should go to fucking hell. And I mean it too. You beat that fucking Bible. You turn that cheek like God told you not to. You forget about the Statue of Liberty. You forget about the freedom and the pursuit of happiness. You forget about it's your closest fucking neighbor. And as goddamn Americans, you have brought me. I am a fucking shameful person. I've been a drug dealer and a kingpin and all kinds of crazy things. Nothing nasty, but I've been all kinds of crazy fucking things. You understand? But I've never been ashamed until today. I've never been ashamed of my country or the right wing or all the shitheads who are ruining my goddamn country with their racist fucking bad environment, bad education beliefs. Bigots acting badly. Give me your tired, you're poor, you're hungry. You guys forget it all the goddamn time. You forget it. You forget the tenets that your fucking fathers and grandfathers fucking stood for. What good are you? You're just a bunch of hateful piece of shit Nazis who are ruining my goddamn country. I ask you that now. Will you forget all the tenets of the Statue of Liberty, all the tenets of freedom and the pursuit of happiness, all the things that made America great? Give us your tired, you're poor, you're hungry, you're fucking homeless, all this stuff. But nah, you want to lock up all the homeless. You want to kick all the Mexicans out of the fucking country. It's people like you that need to be slew. You stand there with M16s and you scare us and you scare the public and you act like shitheads. Now, these guys are doing their jobs. I don't mean to talk shit about this. I'm not talking about this guy or that guy or anybody in particular. I love these guys. Fuck it. You know, whatever. They're Americans. I'm not talking shit about them. I'm talking about, don't you think and I'm not talking to these boys. These boys are fucking awesome. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the authority. Fuck the authority. You understand? This is unacceptable on American fucking streets. These are not insurgents. They are not fucking crazy, like, whatever terrorists or whatever lie you fucking told yourself about fucking 9/11 or whatever. They are not the enemy. They are your closest fucking neighbor. And yeah, Jesus or whatever God you fucking pray to, I don't fucking care, told you to turn the other cheek. Love thy neighbor. Y'all are a bunch of goddamn hypocrites. You think you're loving, do you think you are loving thy neighbor? And I'm not a Christian, so don't quote me. I'm just trying to show you the hypocrisy. Is you standing around with an M16 and mounting guns on a Humvee with a bunch of like Army National guys, that's okay. But remember, this is Americans and your closest neighbor. Did you intend to use these weapons today? If you do, I'll fucking kill you. You understand? If you kill even a Mexican, you understand? I don't care who you do. Why did you show up here with goddamn automatic fucking weapons and a mounted gun on a fucking Humvee like we were being attacked by the Nazis? I think we are being attacked by the Nazis. I think it's you. There is nobody on these streets to fear that you need a mounted gun for or anything like this. This is a vulgar display of power. Like that fucking album by Dimebag Darrell. Who's that? That's, Pantera, right? This is a vulgar display of power meant to scare the kids in your own fucking community, the adults in your own community, the kids and the adults in your closest neighbors' communities and shit. So I'm going to give you a fucking lecture here because the men, they're good men. I got no issue with them. I'm talking about the pig fucking dinosaur shithead who brought them down here and caused them to brandish arms against their own goddamn countrymen. That's the fucking piece of shit that I'm talking about, and I'm going to leave names out of it. You understand? There are no enemies here. These people, maybe they trample somebody. You know, maybe they step on somebody's neck like some pig. We don't know what's going to happen, right? But that's what America is. It's the experiments. It's the melting pot. So you show up with M16s and you scare the shit out of the goddamn Los Angeles fucking community and shit. And I'm not talking about these boys. I'm talking about the piece of shit commander who thought it was okay to scare the living shit out of the goddamn people in his community and his closest neighbors. When you go to Sunday to church or whatever your fucking shitty deal is or whatever, or the bottle or whatever the fuck, right? I mean, let's be honest. Whatever you go to on Sunday or whatever, it's Tuesday. So, hey, you shithead who brought these guys down here with M16s and fucking mounts and guns and all this shit, with all these kids and grandmothers around, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Sorry, been crying. Kind of the death of my country. I think it's fair. Fascists took over. Fuck you. Fuck the fascist dick that you rode in on. Fuck the guy who sent you here. And why are you terrorizing my community with fucking weapons and mounted guns and shit like we're some kind of cartel? This is Los Angeles in America. This is not Fallujah. It's not even Mexico. It's goddamn Los Angeles. Look around you. Is that a fucking cake shop? I don't know what this is. Is it a Bank of America? It's a cake shop or a fucking Bank of America. You are standing here with M16s and mounted guns and Humvees, like ready to point guns at your fellow countrymen like the piece of shit fucking pig dog traitors that you are. You terrorize your communities. You bring fear and respect, I would say. But I mean, like, mainly fear. You guys bring fear. Now, I'm not talking about these boys. These boys are awesome. I'm talking about the jackass who brought them here. I would like that guy. That guy's a badass. I like that guy in the center. I think he's standing in the fucking center. I think he's a fucking badass, and I would like to talk to him. And I would like to ask this guy what he thinks about his fucking leaders. You get me? I really would. I like this guy. I think he stands out. Whatever. He's got the M16 and he's not afraid. You know, he's looking real debonair out there with his crazy pig choppers in the sky and his fucking mounted guns like Far Cry vehicle, you know, and his M16 and all this shit. I think he's looking pretty badass. I gotta say, he's making America look good. I gotta say, like, we're gonna shoot you or whatever, right? Or whatever shitty message that these fascists want to send. But anyways, I want to ask him, I don't know this guy's name, but I would really like to ask him what he thinks about his commanding officers. It's an interesting question. Do you think he wants to be here? Are these guys the problem? No. No. Are those guys the problem? No. Are our closest neighbors to the south or the north the problem? Or Greenland or whatever the fuck shit you intend to invade? No, they're not the problem. They're your closest neighbors. So I'm going to hit you with that whole love thy neighbor, do unto others, golden rule, all that other shit. Is the golden rule stomping through your fucking neighborhood like Fallujah with mounted goddamn guns with kids and their goddamn fucking grandmothers around? How dare you, sir? How dare you? You think I'm kidding or being like dramatic, but no, I actually really feel this way. How dare you do this in my community? A man should be mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally available to himself, his partner, his children, his community, the children in his community. Do you think rolling around with M16s around all these kids and their grandmothers and protesters and fucking pigs and all these other shit, did you really think this was a good, vulgar display of power? All those flashbangs and fucking like smoke grenades and stuff, like we're the enemy. What do you think of your leader? I mean it too. I don't think he likes his leader. I don't think I do either. I think you want to blame the Mexicans. I mean this. I think you want to blame the Mexicans for being Mexican or something. It's fucking crazy. It's just so fucking crazy. I think you want to blame America for being America. I think you want to blame these people for being these people. I don't. I think all of the blame game needs to stop. These are just your fellow fucking Americans or your closest neighbor. You show up with M16s like you're going to waste some Terminator and terrorize your fucking neighborhoods. Some of these guys probably come from this neighborhood. It's fucking crazy. I would not be willing to do this to my own neighborhood. If they asked me to don armor and take an M16 and go brandish arms in America against my fellow countrymen, I would be like, no. No. Let them suss it out. If they want to smash fucking City Hall, then let them smash City Hall. We'll rebuild afterwards. That's how real people do things. We take a loss and we get back up again. We get knocked down and we get back up again, you know? These people show up with M16s and they make sure that the fucking windows never get broken, that the rocks don't get thrown in the glass house. Their fascism completely throws this black bag miasma all over the entire fucking situation where we can't actually figure out what the fuck to do. And brandishing arms in Los Angeles against your fellow Americans and closest neighbors to the south or north or across the ponds. You know there's people from all over the world here watching everything that you fucking do. And you brandish M16s and you roll around in Humvees like you're G.I. Joe when you know there's no enemies here except you and your boss. Only enemies in this neighborhood is you, pig fucker. You came through here with automatic weapons like you're going to waste people and they were terrified. Did they do this to you? Did they do this to anyone else? I think they spray painted some walls and maybe set some cars on fire, which is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. You showed up with M16s and Humvees like you were going to fucking shoot them like this was some kind of Afghanistan scenario. And I say, who's the really scary thing here? Who's the really scary people? Is it the idiot who brought these guys down here? The M16 guys? The Humvee guy with the mounted gun that'll waste an entire building in 5 seconds or whatever? I mean, who's the really scary people here? Is it the Americans exercising their right to assembly? Or is it our closest, wonderful, most beloved neighbors to the south who fucking comprise 50% of our workforce? No matter which one it is, they're still unarmed, harmless. If they're harmful people, it's not going to be much more than 1 or 2 deaths or something like that. You need to let them have their day. You need to let them have their say. Your suppression and your fucking shitty cordons and fucking rows of pigs and fucking smoke grenades. I've never seen anything more anti-American. I've never seen anything target Americans more. I've never seen an American targeted by a foreign force, but I do see Americans targeted by Americans. I've never seen a German, or even I've never seen a picture of it. I've seen it when over in their countries when America goes there to stop some Holocaust or something like that, but I've never seen on American soil anybody ever from any other country push us around except you. The only people pushing us around, it's not Mexicans. It's you. With your M16s and your Humvees in downtown fucking Santa Monica or whatever the fuck this is. I have no idea where this is. So like maybe it's downtown Santa Monica, San Bernardino, I don't know, LA. I have no fucking idea where this is. But understand that those are like that. There's like a local businessman, and he's almost crying as you brandish M16s outside of his fucking business. No customers came that day. The only terror in this community that was enacted here today was by Americans. And I'm not talking about these boys. I'm talking about the people who sent them down here. These boys are cool. These boys, you can tell he doesn't like to be here. And I would really like to ask him what he fucking thinks about his boss. I would really like to ask. I would like to buy that guy a drink. Hey, maybe it'll happen sometime later in my life. Random wonderful army guy that seems to be spotlighting this weird like fucking 3.8 million sub 11,000 population video or whatever, right? Weird random army guy. Here's a salute to you. It's an American beer made in Colorado for your American ass. I fucking love your ass. Thank you so much. I would really like to buy you a fucking Voodoo Ranger in Colorado or wherever the fuck you live from. Call me Colorado, and I want to know where you come from, and I want to know what you think about your boss. Because anybody who would force you to come on down here and do this to your fellow Americans or closest neighbors, they're not your fucking friends. And I don't mean to be the voice of reason that wakes you up or anything like that. I don't want to be that because I know you kill me. I'm just talking from the bottom of my heart. You understand, man, the only threat in this scene is you. It's only you. It makes me despair. You brandish those guns and you act like you're G.I. Joe and you act like it's fucking an episode of G.I. Joe or something. And I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the guys who wanted to show this vulgar display of power. His bosses. He doesn't give a fuck about this. He was trained well. He doesn't give a flying fuck about his boss. He doesn't give a flying fuck about them. He doesn't give a flying fuck about standing here with an M16. And I'm fucking proud of this man. But I would like to ask him what he thinks, truly thinks. I would like to get him in an anonymous room with a fucking priest and take a fucking confessional. I'll sit there in there with the confessional with mouth shut or whatever in the Catholic Church, and I would like him to tell a priest what he really, really thinks about his boss. Because I know it's the same thing that I think. And I have a lot more sympathy for the fucking Mexicans. I'm not crying for him. He's fine. He's standing there with the M16 with 3 square meals, and he's not worried about what's going to happen tomorrow or anything like that. He's doing fine. I'm not crying for him. I'm crying for this guy in the background who won't have any business at his restaurant today. Because you chose to roll up like Far Cry. Far Cry 2. You chose to roll up like Far Cry 2 in Africa or something like that. But this is Los Angeles, motherfucker. This is Los Angeles. Are you wicked? What the fuck is wrong with you? You want to scare people like this? Your fellow countrymen and your closest neighbor? I don't understand you. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about his boss. I'm sure he would say the same thing. It's my boss. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. The good old boy.
It was correct. But if he did it, I know we can't put that back right now. If he did it.
And the chancellor just came, showed Donald Trump back. I don't think
I love that fucking libtard soldier in the back with the nut. You know, I know I'm one of them. I would do the same thing. I went and enlisted in the Navy, and they told me I was too fat. And I was like, okay, well, what do we do about that? And they were like, you can keep exercising for like 3 weeks and try again. And I was like, okay. So I ran 5 miles like I do all the time, every day for 3 weeks, and I lost like, I don't know, 22 pounds. And they were like, yeah, you're still over at like 248 or whatever. They're like, you're too heavy at 248 pounds to go serve the Navy. And I was like, all right, fine, fuck you then, see ya. I didn't say that like that, but I was like, okay, really, you're fat shaming me as I try to enlist in the Navy? You guys are so goddamn dumb. Most of you guys are so dumb. And so yeah, I didn't get to serve like I wanted to, but like, I can relate to this guy. He's like the liberal in the back who's like, I didn't serve for this. I served for freedom. Even if it's freedom of our neighbors' fucking right to travel on the planet Earth where they were born. You ever actually consider this? Anybody on this planet has a right to travel anywhere they fucking want to. And I'm going to say it too. I'm going to show this chat. I'm going to say it right in this live chat. Anyone on this fucking planet can travel anywhere they want. They are free.
I think that you're privileged, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I grew up privileged compared to some people here because my parents are legal, right? I'm not saying it's right.
I don't care because Trump didn't come. Trump's father didn't come here. Trump's father didn't come here and had it. Do you believe that 85% of women trafficked here are raped? Do you believe that? I can show you that. And so do you. Who does the most raping in this country?
Punch that shitty... No, I'm just kidding. I don't want any violence.
White men are raping black women, bro. Let me tell you this. Have you ever heard of a light skinned person? We didn't have white people here. Keep talking, mushmouth. Have you ever heard of how you get light skinned people here? Have you ever heard of the crime victimization survey by the
You guys raped our black women because y'all was like they got ass.
You're the mushmouth. You have a fucking gap in your teeth the size of my fucking... No, I'm just kidding.
We didn't rape no black women. That's how you always did. Don't even rape black women.
Okay, so I have been recording for 25 hours. It's been a pretty rough day for me. I believe I think my concept of America died today, and it was very formative for me. And watching this line of pigs as they stand against their own fellow countrymen and neighbors and stuff, I just kind of lost my faith in America today. It was a rough day for me, as you can see. And so I'm gonna end the YouTube side of this stream because I don't want to record myself, you know, having like a bad moment, you know, and so I'm just gonna stop it. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to remind you that you're watching Skycatlive just so I try to do some justice to myself, you know. Despite all of the real actors in this who were able to be there that day, who have money and can actually do nice things like attend protests and stuff like that, I'm jealous of them. And one day I hope to be as successful as you guys and be able to actually attend something like this in a city that I don't live in. But I've never been able to attend one of these in a city that I don't live in. I've never been that fucking fortunate. I'm terribly sorry. So, on that note, thank you for your content making my stream much better. And I want to say thank you for tuning into Skycat Live. You know, come click on the cat space to donate. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm family oriented or whatever. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I am, going to continue on here for another, like, probably, I would say, fucking 10 hours or I don't know, 8 hours or something like that. So because I can't sleep, I the things I have seen today, I didn't take this well. I know I didn't. I think this is one of my worst nightmares. I used to have nightmares about, not nightmares, but I used to really dream of realities like this in America, and I always thought that it would happen like when I was like 14, you know. But no, it didn't happen until I was like 39. But I've never seen people black bag abducted in my own country before. I've never seen white people acting like they did today. I've never seen leadership act so fucking weakly ever in any country, I don't think, as I did today. And I don't really know how to handle it. And I'll be honest about that. So it's best not to record moments like this. I don't want them to remember me for something like this, and I'm sorry, guys. I think my heart kind of broke when it came to America today. If these people will turn on each other like this. You know, I'm not giving up. I'll tell you right now, I'm not giving up, but like these people, I expected better. I expected more. I expected mighty things like that NASA catchphrase. I expected mighty things out of even the pigs. And I mean, them standing there is proof of it. They're not doing anything. They're not hurting anybody. You know, I don't mean to glaze them or anything like this. I'm just saying, like, everybody here behaved pretty well. Because we all know how fucking terrible this is. And I just, you know, I don't want to record it anymore. I'm just going to have my moments on stream. And you guys can watch it live if you want. But I don't want people coming back to this moments in my life any more than right now. I think I lost my faith in America today. There, you can come back and watch my pain if you want, but I don't really recommend it. So, I have thousands of videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm sorry I can do nothing but cry.